Hello and welcome to our video presentation. We are from Group 4 and our interview title is The Effectiveness of E-Payment in Spending Money on a Daily Basis for IPTA and IPTS Students. Let me introduce my team members. First, Muhammad Saifullah, Irfarina Dana, Felindra Dominic, Nur MASSURAYA and Nur ASYIKIN.
Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Muhammad SAIFULLAH bin SAPLI and my matrix number BB2111050. Talking about interview project, the process for this interview assessment is quite simple. The moment our lecturer have done his briefing about this assessment, we discuss the question related to the topic that has been approved by the lecturer. After finish preparing all the question regarding our interview, without wasting any time, I'm contacting my cousin, which is a student of UPNM and taking medical course. On 9th May 2022, we all know WhatsApp is the only application that can make us contact any person easier. So I use WhatsApp to contact my cousin and ask her if she got a free time on next week, which is on 12th May, which already passed. As I predict, everything went well when she did agree to be my respondent. Hence, I share our question in PDF form for her to be ready before the day for interviewing. As we always use for our class, the platform that I use for the interview session is Google Meet, since I think it is easy to use rather than any other platform. I suppose there is no problem at all since we just recorded the interview session once and having a great time by the end of the interview end. Talking about the summary, as for the findings for this interview session, most importantly is the student can do their financial planning not to overspend and detect their expenses daily. Regarding the issue of the pandemics, students can also prevent the virus of COVID-19 from spreading. So, the most convenient payment is the e-payment system because most of the shops and vendors are open to receive payment by using e-wallet nowadays. But we need to know that at the end of the day, even though the e-payment have a lot of benefits, it still depends on the student itself, because some students still prefer use the physical cash instead. As for self-reflection for this whole assessment, it is not very hard to execute it, since my cousin is very helpful to make this interview thing happen. I find it very easy to set up an appointment with her and we did enjoy most of the time. Other than that, the teamwork that happening between me and my group mate is very satisfactory. The idea is fresh and the division of tasks work very smoothly. It is maybe we have been working together since the semester 1. Next, the whole interview project actually did boost my confidence level of speaking English. I'm proud of myself because I didn't prepare any script and just speak on the spot based on what came out from my mind. I can say that this project also did improve my critical thinking very much. In conclusion, this interview session was such an amazing experience because I can discuss about e-payment with my intelligence cousin. Normally, I only do interview with people by face-to-face, but since we live far from each other, Google Meet platform really helped much and it was a nice new experience. Also, I got a lot of input based on how I think about effectiveness of e-payment, especially for students.
Hello everyone, my name is Irfarina binti Dana, BB2111094. In this presentation video, I will share about the process of my interview, the interview summary, and my self-reflection. To begin with, the process of my interview is first, we had given a briefing from my lecturer on what we should do. Then we needed to form a group and we discussed about our main title and 20 interview questions on assessment 2. After that, I must find one respondent to be interviewed and I choose to interview my diploma friends Nur Alisa from OUW KDU full-time student. On 12th May, I directly WhatsApp her, then explained the objective of this assessment and she agreed to give her time and opinion about the effectiveness of e-payment in spending money on daily basis for IPTA and IPTS students. On 14 May, we had our interview session at 4 p.m. for 13 minutes, and we recorded by using Zoom meeting since she is in Kuala Lumpur. I received ton of information and we had a great time. Not wasting my time after finishing my interview, I directly edited my video and put the subtitles, uploaded it to YouTube and sent it to Nur MASSURAYA for compilations and done. Easy, right? Next, I will explain the summary of the interview shortly. Based on the findings, I can conclude that respondents agreed that using the e-payment benefits students. The e-payment system effectiveness is very easy to use and user-friendly. Besides, an e-payment system can save our life 80% by no exposure to robberies or debt. The respondent also stated that we could do our financial planning, where the student can easily detect their expenses such as through MAE apps. Then the e-payment system is very convenient because instead of exposing ourselves to the COVID-19 virus, we can buy our needs through online shops such as a Shopee, Grab and prevent the virus from spreading. Moreover, the students can get many benefits from the government like e-Pemula and the vouchers. Overall, the information given through the interview is that the respondent encourages students to use the e-payment system in daily life because this system has more advantages than disadvantages. Last but not least, my self-reflection through this interview assessment is that I can be more confident in talking with other people and apply this to my work industry where I can speak better and communicate well. This subject also encourages me to work in a team and give 100% commitment to cooperate in a group. Besides, I have learned that everyone has their opinion, so we must respect and understand the point they give and take it as our knowledge. In conclusion, this assessment gave me lots of information from others and the ability to use my skills and apply them to my work. Since before this in my diploma, I had already done this before, so I took it to my advantage and applied it again in my degree life, which is for this interview assessment.
Hello, my name is FELYNDRA Dominic, BB211108887. So, today I'm going to present about my interview. So, the first is process. Right after my group were briefed, we were required to prepare a main title specifically and the questions. After the approval, we were given time to discuss the questions. Based on the title, we were using MS Team platform to discuss about our questions. After that, I reached out a friend of mine, Siti Nurkanum, who is a part-time student in UiTM Kota Kinabalu. During the process of recording, I encountered some problems, but after everything is settled, I have given her a quick brief before we start. And lastly, I edit the interview video and add subtitle to the video as per required. Next is the summary of my interview. The effectiveness of e-payment would be beneficial if students utilize the e-payment method on a daily basis. For every e-payment application has the history for every transaction, so student can track down and do budgeting. Other than that, e-payment can save time because it is a quick and simple payment method. And lastly, e-payment is secured, easily adopted, and it also suitable in this information technology era in which the technology is emerging. So we move on to the self-reflection. I have learned from this interview is how to conduct a meeting using Zoom meeting. It is because I encountered some problems using the Google Meet, as I said in the previous slide. For the interview, it also enhanced my formal communication skill. Secondly, what I learned is the importance of developing technology that will somehow change our daily life. It is because of the rapid digitalization, because during the COVID endemic, the payment system is one of the alternative that is often used to avoid the infection during the pandemic, and now COVID-19 become endemic. E-payment is still effective until today, but actually e-payment is started getting used by most people before the COVID-19, but somehow the number of people use the e-payment increase start during the COVID-19 endemic. Lastly, the conclusion is e-payment is suitable for our current situation, where e-payment is contactless, so the probability getting infected by the COVID-19 is low. E-payment also effective, convenient, and secure for all people, especially students. Other than that, the students also can save time because there's no need to rush to the ATM every time we go to buy some essential goods, because most shop accepts e-payment nowadays. E-payment is beneficially for students. As a student myself, we must apply e-payment to our daily life in keeping up with the technology. So, thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is MASSURAYA binti BARUN. I'm one of the group member for group 4. So today I'm going to present my part for this project. First, for the process of the project. After Sir Brian briefed us with the project requirement, we did a discussion for the main topic. 5 of us agreed with the topic of the effectiveness in spending money on a daily basis for IPTA or IPTS student. Then, we brainstormed 20 questions together through Microsoft Team meeting. After we decided the main topic and the 20 questions, I reached out one of my close friends from high school to be my respondent through WhatsApp. I explained to him the main topic and the objective for this interview session later. He agreed to be one of my respondents, but after the Eid holiday end, which is on 10th of May. Before I start to record the meeting, I gave a quick brief to him for the main topic and the process during the interview session. The session started with his self-introduction and we successfully covered all the questions within 10 minutes. Right after the interview session ended, I edited my video with subtitle, and for this project, I volunteered to compile all of my group mates' videos. The edited individual video and group video I uploaded on my YouTube channel. Next is the summary of findings. Generally, e-payment system is likely to be very beneficial for students on daily basis. Based on my respondent, he mentioned that he frequently used the digital wallet on his daily basis. This is show that he adopted the digital wallet because of the effectiveness. Also, we can use the digital wallet to track our daily spending or transaction history through our smartphone. We can easily download the specific application, and the good thing is the application also can help us to manage our financial. Lastly, the adoption of e-payment system is very suitable with our current modern eras and endemic situation, and in my opinion, e-payment system can be very eco-friendly to our nature. To conclude, the technology of digital payment known as e-payment is very useful and life-changing system, not only for students but for other people. We as a student need to implement and familiarize with the advancement of e-payment system to ease our daily activities. Based on my personal experience, this project is very nurturing and fun process for me. Since I have to handle the proper interview session and recorded this presentation, it sharpened my formal communication skills. Other than that, I need to be a well-comprehended person because I work in a group of 5 people, so we have different kind of ideas and opinions. Also, the process of completing this project from A to Z They challenge my cognitive skills. This project needs me to be good, logical, and fast thinking, including social skills for the project runs smoothly. In addition, this project made me realize on the importance and the huge impact of e-payment on our daily basis, especially as a student. That's all from me, and thank you for listening.
My name is ASYIKIN binti ABDULLAH with matrix number BB21110838. The process. First, we prepare 20 questions related with the topic for the survey question that will be used during the interview. A friend of mine agreed to be in the interview, that is Ivy Joviana Joseph, a part-time student from UiTM Kota Kinabalu and works as tax assistant. I briefed her on our primary issue, the effectiveness of e-payment in spending money on daily basis for IPTA and IPTS students in WhatsApp and before a recording session. After that, I edited our Zoom meeting and added subtitles to it. After finishing the editing on my video of the interview, I forwarded it to one of group members to compile. Well, the challenge while during this interview is suddenly the respondent have internet problem during the interview session, making the respondent voice not clear. The summary. According to the finding of my interview session, students will benefit from using the e-payment method on a daily basis. It is save more time as e-payment may be used as a daily payment method because you don't have to line up to go to the ATM to get some cash. Plus, the apps for e-payment help to track the history of your payment with notification via SMS, so students always be alerted how much money they have spent that day. Respondents believe this also can help lower risk for spending money than physical cash and suit for our current situation. Self-reflection from this interview is the cultivating technology that changes the way we live. E-payment are evolving into seamless, quick, and easy method of making payment. The COVID-19 has raised the need for contactless payment. It gives better client experience with e-payment method. Traditional approaches just do not work as effectively as they used to. Not only that, through this assignment, I am more familiar with communication platform such as Zoom meeting. It is clear here that technology has also affected our way of communicating. The conclusion. E-payment system is extremely convenient and secure for students to utilize. It is simple to use, save time and money on expenses such as transportation. Also, because there is no money to take, it can help minimize crime even inside the dorm. For students, this shows how much the effectiveness e-payment method in spending money on daily basis for IPTA and IPTS students.